Book Climate is an online bookstore, but it's different from everything else that we have in Uganda as of right now, as we're going to explain in detail. But first of all, we need to understand the problem. There's a lot of localized content for our particular curriculums in Uganda, and that is both in secondary and primary, the primary sections, with so many capable writers and so many capable publishers such as Macmillan, MK Publishers, and Fountain Publishers, all having their own catalog of books custom made for the Ugandan curriculum. But we need to understand that the hefty prices imposed on these books, which is between $10 and $20, are making it very hard for these students to access these books. And given the time period that is right now, these very companies are not exactly making sales, because no schools are buying from them and no individuals are buying from them. So this is where our innovation comes in. Book Climate is an online bookstore which charges a subscription from a parent, and in this way their student can access all of the books under a particular manufacturer. So in this way we see that once someone pays the subscription fee for a particular month, which is almost the cost of one book, then they go ahead to access everything that this manufacturer has to give out. In such a way, we see that one, it's not only cutting costs for the parents, but B, these manufacturers can still go ahead to make money even in times like this, when there are very low sales, and yet their information is still very relevant to our communities and to the society at large. Now, you may ask, who exactly is interested in this particular innovation? And we believe that the parents and also the government of Uganda is very interested in this, because it falls in line with this education. In such a way, we see that our innovation is what is very relevant and what is needed for the nation as of right now. So you may be asking yourself, how does this work? Well, we create a secure platform where these manufacturers can give us their books in digital content, or push it to an API, push it via an API, and we get this information, we sift through it, and we put it in our web page in such a way that it is very secure. Now, you may ask yourself, why didn't they just go ahead and implement these things? But it might cannibalize their sales, and that is the reason as to why they might be scared to implement this. But with such an implementation, there is no way that they can cannibalize their sales, because people who want to purchase copies of these books can go ahead to have them, and people who still want to view this content but only online can still keep this option, and they can still make money. So in this way, we see a very big win-win situation for both parties in this particular innovation, which are the parents on the other side and the publishing companies on the other end as well. Now, you may be asking yourself, how do we make money and how do we gain from this? Because this is not exactly because businesses need to thrive on a business model. So basically, we take off a certain percentage between 10 and 15% of this monthly subscription, and that is what keeps us going. So this caters for things such as hosting and the general salaries of the clientele in our particular company. It also caters towards security costs and a lot of other things that we will have to incur in the continuous stages of this particular innovation. So we believe that Book Climate is, one, not only relevant to the current situation that is at hand, two, very helpful to the nation of Uganda at large, and three, this is one of the ways that these book companies can give back to the nation that is being hit hard by one of the most recent pandemics in the world. So we thank you for your time, and we hope that you consider our innovation. Thank you.